Welcome back for VA. Getting through some of these chapters today. So you'll be ready to roll, ready to be out with clients and write up a lot of contracts. VA is exactly the same way as FHA, but you just choose the VA portion of the contract. Again, you write it up like a cash deal, and under paragraph 8 is where you go into the mortgages. Again, how many days that they're going to have to bring in that deposit. Be diligent with that deposit, where it's going, have it in the contract where that deposit's going. Under 8 again, this time we're going to check VA. Same way, 30 years, prevailing rate, 5 days to make mortgage application. Under this contract, I filled it out a little differently. See, under 9, there are no other closing costs in here. So I didn't put it here. Even though we're asking for it, we're going to be asking for it on the back of the contract. So you want to go from place to place if you're the listing agent, and then put it where you're comfortable if you're the buyer's agent. But make sure that if you're the listing agent, to point that out, or buyer's agent, I mean, you want to be honest and fair to everybody, but having the listing, if you have 3 or 4 contracts, you want to be looking in those 2 spots to see if there's any closing costs involved. All of the closing costs listed are just the normal closing costs that are listed where it's customarily paid in Broward County. Then here we just have the same contract, and again, if there's anything special about the house or any kind of questions, you want to call me and get my answer on that until you get very comfortable at this. So now we're going to go to page 11 of 12, and you're going to see where we have the addendums, and then we have the homeowners and the FHA VA financing again. But then you'll see under additional terms, you're going to see seller to pay $5,000 and buyer's closing costs. So that's the second place where you can see this, where it could be added. And then we have the comprehensive rider, and this is just another example of another homeowner association rider. There's 2 different ones. You can read through the ones and then find out which ones that you like the best. And then now finally we have the FHA and VA rider. Here it's exactly the same exact thing, but you're going to check VA financing. Simple as that. And it's just a pre-printed form, so it's pretty much ready to go. And then the other one, 5 days for association approval, and you just put in the assessments if there's anything special that you need to disclose. That's as simple as VA. Now VA has a lot of programs where there's very little to put down. If you have a VA client, you want to talk explicitly to the lender to find out exactly what the amount of, and FHA both, but FHA and VA buyers aren't as strong as someone coming in and putting 20% down, 25% down. They've probably most likely been through this before. With the FHA and VA, a lot of times it's a first-time home buyer. They're very limited on cash. You want to make sure if it's not your lender, well, either way, but if it's not your lender, you want to really get to the bottom line with payments, closing costs, and everything up front. So you're not in the middle of the deal and then you find them the house and then they get the payment and it's $200 more than what they were thinking. Keep in mind that in Broward County we have high taxes and insurance. So if it is a lender qualifying someone from out of our area, you want to go over the taxes and insurance with them and make sure that, because the payment's going to be quite a bit higher. So that's just a little bit of knowledge that you're going to need. There's also special programs for fixing properties and foreclosures under FHA, and I'm going to go into that with Shane at a later date in these videos. I'm going to interview Shane so you'll have a little better idea on when would you get someone qualified and how do I go about with the financing and everything like that. So I'm going to go into depth with that with Shane, I have under this video, under a few more. I'm going to do 2 more videos, one with a condominium and then one with a short sale, and then we're going to go more into talking with Shane on things that you need to be looking and aware of when you're working with a buyer. Thank you and have a good day.